Hey, my name is Dr. Nought. This is Steve Jackson's Sorcery, Part 3. And today, we are not going swimming across the lake. I don't think that's something that is good. Instead, we're going to go back to this and move the beacon so that we can cross, because we got a clue in the last episode saying maybe there's a way to cross this lake if, we went back to the present, or forward to the present. So let's just go through this. We've done this before. I'm not going to read these, just telling us that we're walking, whatever. We're going to head towards the city and just go straight towards that beacon. No one stops to talk to you on the road. That's just how rude. Time to move onwards. Enter the city. It might be good. Wait, no, this city doesn't say. It might be good to go get some food, but I forget. This city's got nothing going on. There's nothing going on in this city. Alright, so let's go up. We defeated the moon serpent here before. Memories. And I'm going up. Alright, so what we're going to do is adjust the beam. And I guess, I'm not, sure. So we want to off that city. Can I get it off that city and put it elsewhere? I think what we'll do is we'll have to move this beam back onto this island to get to that. So I think we just kind of put it back this way and call it good. All right, so let us climb down. Continue. Jump! All right. You head off into the city once more. The wind picks up as the evening draws on. It will be dark soon. You walk the bustling city streets, half dazed by the number of people. A nearby building pumps yellow-tinged smoke into the air. Let's go check that out. Because... oh, where'd it go? There it is. So it's right on the edge of that. We didn't have the beacon pointing this far, or this far over, so we didn't get this. You approach the smoking building. From inside there comes a cacophony of sound, crashing and booming as though a rock demon was inside fighting against its chains. You continue to listen, making out the sound of hammering and grinding above the echoes. This building must extend backwards into the mountainside and be an enormous cavern of activity. Perhaps it is a mine. You turn about as a small boy grabs your arm. Are you supposed to be inside? He asks. No, you tell him. I am merely passing by. The boy nods and his manner becomes cold. The mine is not open to visitors by command of the Archmage. Please move on. He bars the doorway with his tiny body. What's inside, you ask? The boy shakes his head, refusing to reply. I don't feel like it's worth getting into a kerfuffle with... So we push the boy aside, we walk inside, and someone's going to attack us, or something like that. So, instead, you shrug indifferently and walk away from the building. The boy waits, watching, until you have turned a corner out of sight. I have a mission. I want to get this done. I want to go. And I don't feel like losing more stamina before I go do stuff, you know? You leave the city. Let's keep just walking. Not looking at any pillars. Just go. I guess, oh, these were the pillars, huh? Meh. Not interested. The road curves gently as you follow it. Night falls. You need to rest, especially after so much walking on an empty stomach. Gray dust drifts across the surface of the road. I'm going to keep walking, because I've figured out that if we sleep in a not safe location, we will lose stamina / get attacked. You follow the old road. The first few stars appear. You pause to look either side into the darkness. To the east, a little shine indicates the start of the waters of Lake Ilklala, that you must cross to reach the Zanzunu peaks. To the north, you are hemmed in by mountains. From somewhere overhead, something shrieks. Nope, keep going. March onward. What we can do, though, is eat something. There we are. Eat an apple. Let's eat 2 apples. So one apple gave us 2 or 2, I think. The second one only gave us 1. It must have been a smaller apple, apparently. Oh no, I forgot that by moving this, that serpent happens. Oh. You follow the road as it bends, and then descends to the shores of the lake. What? Looking out across the vast expanse of still water which stretches to the horizon, your resolve grows. How can you cross? There are no signs of either people or boats. Far shore is lost in darkness. You put the whistle to your lips and give it a short, shrill blow. The sharp note disappears over the still water. For several strides, you follow the sandy shore eastwards, but find nothing of note. The shoreline ends in a collapsed seawall. In the distance over the water, a few bird-like creatures turn in the sky. You gather a handful of sand. What? Okay. You walk back and try the other way. Again, you come across nothing that might help you get across. The moon shines down into the black water like a beacon. I have no idea what else to do. You might as well camp here for the night and make your plans in the morning. Laying your pack down on the shore of the lake, you try to settle despite the cold. At least you have eaten already today. Let's try praying again. Once more, you empty your heart and thoughts and make space for a god or spirit to arrive. Soon, there is movement nearby. Keep praying this time. Hey, you continue your prayer, opening yourself to whatever has approached. With a sudden rush, you feel your soul filling, as though your mouth had opened and a stream was pouring in. Suddenly, walking by your side is the gorilla. You close your eyes and let your tiredness overtake you. The night is kept busy with vivid dreams. Once more you are falling into a pit of burning rocks, but every time you land, it is only for the stones to melt and you tumble further down. You see yourself outside your body, reaching forward to touch a blue crystal in a brass socket. For a moment, a beam of light shines upwards across the clouds, brilliant and alive. Meanwhile, your body burns and crumples to dust where it stands. And all the while, you hear distant laughter from the east. At least we gained 2 stamina off that. Alright, during the past day, you gained some provisions, +2, and lost significant gold, -8, and found no new clues. Sunrise over the lake is beautiful if chilly. Now you must work out how to proceed. For an hour you wait. The sky is blue and pink, but apart from the occasional small animal darting around the waterline, the area seems to be completely deserted. I'm gonna wait because I feel like something will happen. Oh, okay. Half an hour later, there are still no signs of intelligent life around the lakeshore. You begin to realize it is likely that you will wait for a very long time for the means to cross Lake Ilklala. It must be possible to cross the lake, but you may have to swim. Alright. The lake is wider than the eye can see. Swim across it might take an entire day. Cannot be sure. This might kill us. You step down to the water's edge. Do what you can to secure your pack and then dive in. At least the water is warm. Once again, your fragile possessions are ruined. Your spellbook is getting soggy but remains otherwise intact. But all your soft food has been ruined. I should have eaten that. This is not going to work, guys. No way this is going to work. You fall into in steady stroke through the water. After so long walking, it is almost a pleasant change to swim. The day is likely to be clear and will be hot once more. The water is strangely thick and curiously buoyant. It seems to keep you afloat with little effort required. But the same buoyancy makes moving through the water hard work. Can we stop here? Go this way. You swim on through the water. It is exhausting work. As the sun climbs towards its zenith, the winds pick up. A shoal of brightly colored fish pass by just under the surface. One nips at your fingers with tiny teeth. Ow. You ignore the tiny fish's attentions. It is too small to do you any harm. The shoal turns about in a flash and is gone. You swim quickly away before they can return. Keep going. Middle of the lake? No. Near the island. Yeah, stay by land in case, we struggle. You try to sustain a regular stroke as you swim. Heat beats down from an empty sky. You pause for a moment, treading water and catching your breath. The size of the lake is beginning to dawn on you. Just keep swimming. Just don't think about it. But thinking about it can do no good, exactly. Set your mind to swimming. You have swum within reach of the bay of a low island. You will need to go ashore and recover. Sounds fine with me. Serpent attack, probably. You haul yourself gratefully up onto the shoreline. Mid-afternoon, heat makes the air uncomfortably warm. The island is thickly wooded, but all the trees have died, and the whole forest is gray and desolate. In the shallows stands a tadpole from which hangs a bell. Nope. Stands a tall pole from which hangs a bell. The bell is set with a silver clapper attached to a rope. The wind shifts a moment, bringing with it a terrible stench. Then the smell is gone. I am not ringing the bell. Are you kidding? You move away from the shore and into the tree cover of the island. Yes. Let's go inland. You head away from the shoreline into the trees. In the center of the forest, on a raised hill, you find a drawn rectangle on the ground that fizzles with a foul color and a tremendous stench. Whatever has infected this place, it has bonded itself tightly to the rocks like a curse. Something terrible must have exploded here, though it is hard to say how long ago. Sure. You touch the paste and it stains your fingertip a vivid foul yellow color. You find you cannot wipe it off. You are more than grateful to leave this fetid area. There is nothing else here to be seen. You head back to the shore, but on your way back through the long grass, you trip over something protruding from the ground. It is a small, half-buried shrine that you pass right by without noticing on your way up the slope of the hill. You kneel to examine the tiny carved totem. It is barely a foot tall, and sculpted in a curious, half-deformed human shape. At least half of its length has sunk into the ground, or else it is so old the ground has grown up over it. There is a little writing near its base, mostly obscured. You clear away a little of the mud around the base of idol to reveal a few characters. Y-A-N. The figure's face has been largely dissolved by rain and wind. Its hands are held out. They are empty. Y-A-N. Y-A-N. Is that something that we know? I want to see it. I feel like... It's not in here. What is this? Something items. Treasure. Alright. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we should just pray it out. This might not be good. Let's actually make an offering and then pray. You bend on one knee by the shrine, intrigued, and ready to make an offering to this strange god, whoever he may be. As you sit, a voice enters your head you have not heard before. Do you make a gift to the god of the gods? I do. You cry, expecting the god to give further guidance, or to ask for your supplication. But nothing more happens. There is no sense of magic in this place at all. You unstopper a vial of shimmering holy water and pour it over the idol, bowing your head. The liquid runs down the broken face like tears, but nothing else occurs. You place a gold piece at the base of the idol. There is no change in the carvings across its surface. Nothing happens. You take it back. Clearly you have nothing worth offering to this idol. You stand once more. A small corner of stone falls from the idol's back to the mud below. You pause to pray at the shrine, but if it ever had any power, it seems to be long gone. You sense nothing from the old stone. You head back to the shore. Probably did that in the wrong order. Maybe I should have done the gold first and then put the holy water on. I'm not sure. You return to the shore of the lake. The pole with the bell marks the edge of the water. Dare I? Sure, this is bad. You pull the bell rope, but nothing happens. Looking up, you see the clapper of the bell has been lost. Black, gloomy clouds roll across the sky, flowing from the east. Sure. You look through your pack for something to throw at the bell. You toss a pebble at the bell. It rings with a clear note, but your missile bounces away into the water of the lake and sinks out of sight. Nothing happens. Shall I just keep going? You steel your courage against the long swim and plunge into the water. I thought that was gonna like summon the serpent. I'm just like worried about that serpent. Swimming like this is hard work. Shoot. The evening is drawing in. A dark shadow passes across the water. Looking up, you see a large winged form passing across the bright sky. Flies fast and high. It's definitely one. You steal your courage. Is this one of the serpents that you were warned would be here in the lake? But no, this creature does not have the long twisting tail of a snake. The creature circles back above your position. It has seen you. You waste no time. Whatever it is large and you are vulnerable. You gulp a breath and dive under the water. The shadowy shape seems to hover above, circling. You swim away under the surface. You soon lose track of the shadowy shape, but hopefully it loses track of you. Probably hasn't. You rise up from the water and take a deep breath. Go! Oh man. You swim onwards across the surface of the lake. It is hard going. The sun is all but gone. It will be night soon. You rest, lifting your face from the water. Everything around you is wonderfully calm and still. For a moment you can believe you are the only living thing in the world. Let's go this way. You keep a steady pace as you make your way through the water. Darkness closes in. You should try to find a suitable spot to sleep, especially after swimming all day without food. The water falls strangely calm. Swimming becomes easier, and you cut quickly through the water. You'll be across the lake in no time. You notice a thin stream of bubbles off to your left. No, go! Change direction and swim away from the rising bubbles. Don't look back, just go. You don't look back, and keep moving through the water. After a while, things become calm once more. It seems you have escaped whatever it was in the deep. Oh, I can't get over here, though. Let's go this way. Swimming like this is very tiring. You stop briefly, holding up your head and catching your breath. You pause for a moment. Several yards ahead, the water is bubbling upwards. Swim around it. Damn it. You turn and detour around the bubbling water. Halfway, you pause to look back, but the bubbles have gone. You keep swimming, only to notice too late the bubbles have moved and are now spitting up directly in front of you. Closer in, you start to notice that as each bubble breaks on the surface, there is a sickly smell. You move quickly away, and the bubbles do not follow. Once a few furlongs distant, you look back and see the bubbles have ceased. You resume your stroke onwards through the heavy water. You do not see the bubbling again. You have swum into sight of a small island, but the shoreline is too rocky and rough to swim ashore. You will have to keep going. Oh, son of a bee. You swim on through the water. It is tiring work and horribly cold. The night air is freezing cold. Your breath freezes on your lips. You have reached the south shore of the lake. The stone harbor is in ruin. Just go, just go. You splash towards the shoreline but cannot get close. The waves bouncing from the tumbled rocks make the approach impossible. There is no way up from here. Yeah, but we can levitate or something, right? Should have levitated and just walked across this water. Right. Which is that? No, whoa. Oh, not big. Maybe that would work if I don't have the levitate one. Okay, light, no. Sus is... sense danger, no. I can't remember these damn spells. Force field, no. No. Find safe passage. Great wind. That's probably gonna make the waves worse, wouldn't you think? Maybe this would work? Reaching up to the constellations above, you create the spell, inflating to more than twice your usual height. But the lake, it seems very deep here. Even in giant form, you cannot stand on the bottom. A flock of gulls has its home between the toes of a gigantic stone foot. Oh my god, I can't read that sentence. On the shoreline. The remains of some ancient statue. You just climb up the rocks? Using your increased size, you scramble up onto the first of the rocks, clear the water. The edge of the harbor is high, but not so high that you will not be able to make your way up. Let's go. You clamber up the edge of the height. Nope. You clamber up the edge of the waterfront and then haul yourself onto the shore. That's what I thought. I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything here with it all being ruined, and I don't feel like swimming across Those bubbles are definitely a serpent. You have successfully crossed the wastes of Hachabad. The road to High Zaman winds southeast from here, but some of the Archmage's serpents still remain. If they reach High Zaman before you, then your mission will be discovered and the guards of Mampang will be expecting you. So what do you mean? What does that mean? Do I have to run? You look at the two broken feet that stand at the harbor's edge. Once, this would have been the most impressive sight in the whole of Kakhabad. A testament to the will and power of the sorcerers of High Zaman. Now they are leveled. The sorcerers of that place are no more, and only the Archmage remains. And with the crown in his hands, he is unstoppably powerful. Surely, even after so much, your mission is still doomed. Something glints between the statue's toes. You look closer. Set in the wedge between the fourth and fifth toe of the left statue is a small blue crystal. Gradually, you shrink back down to your normal size. You touch the blue crystal, and you are soon dizzyingly high. Wait, what? I don't want to go back. Can I go back down here? No, come on. Undo. Because the road just goes off through here and we're done, right? Is that how that works? No, dude, seriously, like, I don't want to go back. Unless... What does this do for me? You descend downwards and find yourself on top of a tower that looks out over a ruined city. What? Okay, that's fantastic, but... Can I get back over here? If I can't, I'm gonna be a little bit peeved. Okay, I can. That actually helps out a lot. You drop at great speed. Then you step somewhat dazed from between the toes of the now fully intact sorcerer statue. Oh, what just happened? Nothing happened. That was weird. There is no time to waste. You'll have to try to race the remaining serpents to the fortress instead of defeating them. Perhaps you'll be able to reach the fortress undetected, but in your heart, you doubt it, of course. I think we're just going to be attacked by all of them along this road. You begin the slow climb. Ahead, the stony road leads into the Zanzunus, I don't know, towards the fortress at Mampang and the final stage of your quest. Despite your efforts, 4 of the serpents are still free. There is nothing you can do about that now. You have taken 15 days to cross the Backlands. It is almost certain that the Archmage has received word of your journey from the remaining serpents. You walk on, disheartened. However, I don't care, let's just go there and see what happens. As you walk, you are stopped by a man bent double under a great load. You, he demands breathlessly, you are going to High Zaman? I am. He nods. Of course you are. He adjusts his grip on his heavy pack. I'm going home, he tells you. Home is Kariyama. A little village over the lake, over the marsh. I'm sure you won't know of it. I know it. He smiles. Do you? I'm glad. I'm glad of that. A frown crosses his face. Only I was worried by something I heard while leaving. Have no fear. Kariyama stands. That's good to hear, he pants. The birdmen up at the fortress were talking, you see, about the beacons. They said the beacons were emptying the land. I'm a simple peasant. I don't know anything about magic, but I'm headed home as fast as I can. Emptying it, you demand, catching his arm. How can a beacon empty anything? That's what they said, he says, with some agitation. They said the beacons were wiping out whole villages, leaving only bare rock and dust behind. It sounded so strange, but then I heard the rumors that Tin Pang had been turned to a ruin overnight, and all the people gone. His voice drops to a whisper. They said it's being done by the most evil sorcerer in the land. Who is that? They called the sorcerer the Anu Land. Someone saw him turn the light onto Kariyama, and then it was gone. That's not possible. I don't know why anyone would want to do it. Kariyama's a harmless place, unless he wants to hurt it. Hurt the Archmage, the man shrugs. But listen, you look like a strong sword, so I tell you what. If you see this sorcerer, Anu Land, then you kill him for us. I am the Anulander, you reply, voice shaking. The man begins to reply. Then his mouth falls open and he cannot speak. He shivers. Curse you then. He finally manages. Or manages finally. You've destroyed us all. With that, he shoulders his pack once more and hurries away down the path, to be quickly lost in the mist. So wait, does that city exist? Let me see, actually. Oh yeah, wait. Oh no, it's there, it's there. Alright, chill out, dude, it's there. Alright. On either side, the ghosts of ancient traders, sorcerers, and carts rumble up tracks in the steppes, delivering supplies to the fortress. Now, out of the pit of the Backlands, these figures are only half real. One calls out to another, and rushes through you, and you feel nothing. The only inhabitants remaining are birdmen, cursed to the air, that shriek like demons to each other. The night is dark and cold, and in the meager moonlight you begin to make out a shadow in the distance. Mampang. Tall spires and sharp angles make the building look like a rusted blade. One thing is certain, entering the fortress will undoubtedly be the most perilous stage of your journey. Let's do it, I guess. Wow. That's it. Your journey across the Backlands is complete. You took 15 days to cross the Backlands. In the course of your journey, you defeated 3 of the Seven Serpents, met Althira the Mystic, met a girl called Elise, a survivor from Tinpeng, and met Fenestra, the sorceress of the forest. You lost a tooth. Why is that important? You collected a large number of magical artifacts. You are still armed only with your original sword and have no rations, 7 gold pieces, and a spellbook. Continue. The adventure concludes in Sorcery 4, Crown of Kings. Alright, let's save to the cloud. And what's our name? The big... Oh, it's the same one as last time. B-I-B-I-K-E. Alright. Took 15 days. I think this is episode 15, right? Wow. Look at us. The BK will continue next time. Steve Jackson's Sorcery, Part 3, The Seven Serpents. We met 4 of the serpents. The fire serpent was ridiculous, so we kind of let it be. And, yeah, the other 3 we fought. And the other... Well, we knew the water serpent. I think that's what those bubbles were. So, there were 2 that we just had no idea where they were. We met the... What was it, like the wind or air serpent, the earth serpent, the moon serpent. Fire serpent kicked our ass multiple times, we just couldn't do it. And the water serpent, we knew where it was. Don't know what the other 2 would be. Maybe like grass and ice, or I don't know. Who knows? But next time, we will continue with Part 4. And yes, the epic solo quest. So, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next series, Part 4 of Steve Jackson's Sorcery. Take care, and goodbye.